Well, ladies and gents, boys and girls, this is Moto Noir, and today is a sad day. Today is likely my last time at this office. Let's talk about that on today's vlog. Alright, what is up, ladies and gents, boys and girls? This is Moto Noir, and I am riding home from the cake office, and it might be my last time doing it. Might very well be the last time. Unfortunately, Cake Electric Motorcycles has filed for bankruptcy in Sweden. And wow, okay, so it all happened extremely quickly. Pretty shocked. Pretty freaking shocked, to be honest with you. There was a Swedish tabloid that came out last week on Friday, stating that Cake was not able to pay its employees in Sweden. So you never know what what you can expect from a tabloid. You know, what kind of information is it actually real? But our CEO and owner did come out and say, yeah, it's real. We're out of money. And so unfortunately, they had until today to come up with the money to pay their employees. They were going for a funding round. We've been going after our C round of funding. We are essentially a startup. We've been going after our C round of funding for the longest time, which feels like a year now. We've been going after it. And it sounds like there was a major investor that pulled out. We were denied our C round of funding. And we could not get a stopgap funding. So in Sweden, if you can't pay your employees, you are forced to file for bankruptcy. And that's what happened. Now there's lots of other things that go on behind the scenes that I really can't talk about, but you know that in the major scheme of things, that's pretty much what happened. And we here in the United States, we are also not getting paid. So yeah. So basically, we've cleared out the site. We have moved all of our assets to another location to kind of protect everything. I don't know if I'm going to get my severance package. There is a plan in place. You know, hopefully we will get paid. But as of right now, man, it's not looking good, and it seems like it's highly unlikely. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's I don't know if you guys remember, but when I took this job, I needed this job. I needed it to get back on my feet, because during the pandemic I did lose my employment. And then, you know, the job market was what it was, and I did not want to work in my previous industry. So I saw Cake as a beautiful gateway into the world of motorcycling, an easy first step into it, I guess you could say. And it was, and I worked with such great people. But we, as a company, you know, it was very easy to tell that we were making mistakes in terms of what we should do business-wise. You know, that direct-to-consumer model, you know, made very popular by companies like Tesla and things like that. It's very hard to follow that model. It's extremely hard to follow that model. You have to be funded out the wazoo to be able to do that, and we weren't. So it begged the question, you know, what were we doing? And we should have been, you know, modeling ourselves more after like a Honda, Kawasaki, or, you know, a major manufacturer like that. We should have been, you know, trying to build our dealership network, slowly build the company. Instead, again, maybe I shouldn't be talking about it so much, but, you know, we should have gone slower, more methodical, build up our brand name, because people, you know, you ride a cake bike around and people are like, what the heck is that? It's not like, oh, you're riding a cake, oh, that's awesome. It's, what is that? So there's zero brand cachet, especially here in the United States, And so when you're working as an unknown brand, you need to do the things necessary in order to build up your brand reputation, right? And slowly build your customer base. I mean, you want to do it as quickly as possible and begin to slowly scale, but you can't just do it overnight. You can't. Success does not work like that. And that's what, unfortunately, I feel like that's what the leadership at Cake tried to do. They got a bunch of money 3 years ago, and they went hog wild with scaling and manufacturing bikes and product development, new product development, instead of, you know, making what they had already built better. They went and they built new bikes, which is insanity. Okay, rant over. So what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? That is the question. Do I stay in the electric motorcycle industry? People are hiring. There's more and more motorcycles, the electric motorcycles, cropping up everywhere. You know, like Rev'it, you know, they're in Land. Those are the two that come to mind that are probably looking for people to join their teams and on the East Coast and New York specifically. But yeah, I'm not sure if I want to go that route. Not sure. And it looks like I'm going to be moving out of my current apartment because my girlfriend and I broke up. There's like so much crap going on right now. It's hard to even know where to begin, to be honest with you. Really hard to even know where to begin. Alright, let's just slip over here. You know, there is one option that I'm thinking about really heavily, and that is Triumph, where I got this bike. The owner has been talking to me for about 6 months about joining their team. He would really like an experienced salesperson to head up his team. You know, of course, I would go in and start at the bottom, work my way up to the top. I'd have to do that for a few months, but that might be an option, and a really good option too. I mean, there's good money in working in sales at a dealership like Triumph in Brooklyn. You know, it's that is an option. It's just like, you know, do I want to do that? Do I want to start at the bottom again? Do I want to do that? But on the flip side, what does it give me? It gives me an upward trajectory, right? Move into a sales management position at a extremely successful dealership. I could make good money and be working in the industry that I truly love. Not electric motorcycles, but real real motorcycles. And that is a very enticing thing to me. So, well, what do you think? What do I do? Do I do that? Do I take that leap? Do I really do that? I mean, in honesty, this is what I've wanted, right? I've wanted to work in the motorcycling industry, and this is it's a chance. It's a chance I'd have to take. Starting at the very bottom. You know, my last position at Cake was, you know, I was the head of after sales. I had worked myself into a leadership role at within the U.S. side of the company, and that's what I want. Okay. All right. It's nerve-wracking, man. I haven't been sleeping well. It's been bad. It's been bad. It has been bad. But what can you really do? You just have to, like, hold your head up, you know? Hold your head up. Keep your eyes up. Keep moving forward. Because, in the grand scheme of things, there's not a whole lot I can do to change what has happened. There's absolutely nothing I can do to change what has happened. So the only thing I can control is what happens afterwards. And the first step is find a new job. Second step, you know, get into a new apartment. And third is to work my freaking butt off. I also have a friend that works at Rivian, and that might be an option. But again, working at an electric vehicle company, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it. The electric technology is nearly there. It's getting so much better. But working at another, you know, small automotive company may not be the right move for me. Maybe something more established is the right move. Something like Triumph. Again, I don't know. Alright, kids. Just wanted to give you guys the news. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you soon. Later, guys.